at your wine bottle inside the fridge. It's taking up so much space, I almost couldn't find my overnight oats.
That, my young Padawan, is not wine. It's champagne. And it's not just any champagne, okay? It's a 2007 Chateau Francois Bouchard.
And what's so special about this Chateau whatever?
I asked your Auntie Ananya for some suggestions, and that was the cheapest on the list.
Since when do you drink champagne?
I bought it to celebrate a new milestone for Kenka. Once the seed money from KSUH comes in.
But you can't drink champagne.
Yeah, why didn't you buy something that we can all share so we can celebrate together?
I want ice cream.
I wouldn't mind some vegan champagne.
Okay. Ice cream for everyone.
You want more coffee? Because you look like crap. I don't think coffee is going to help him, Zara.
It's just withdrawal from stopping the dietime. I'll be fine.
That's probably Amina.
Actually, it's Nina. Finally, someone who's being supportive.
Syirah, maybe you should talk to Amina. Ask her to give Zaryf some time. No, I'm not interfering. Zaryf said they're not compatible. Well, finally, he can see that my dear little sister can be a lot pushy. It's not a bad thing for him to go into this eyes wide open. This is between them. I suggest we all keep out of it.
That Tabitha is impossible. You know, after all my hospitality, she had the gall to accuse me of not putting any effort with her.
You know, when I was dating Maddie, I approached it the exact same way. Thank you. Flowers, grand gestures, the best restaurants.
Well, she must have appreciated it.
It meant nothing to her. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you spend. It's about how much you care.
I spend because I care.
Because that's how you show you care. Try putting yourself in her shoes. What would make her feel like you care?
She did say that I don't know her at all, but it's not for the lack of trying.
Well, what do you know about her, Mum? Maybe try to approach it that way.
Here we go.
I don't want to go to school.
Maxine, we talked about this. You can't just skip school whenever you like.
I want Mommy. Where is she?
Mommy's busy, all right? Look, maybe after school, if she's free...
She's always busy. I don't care. I don't want to go to school.
Maxine,
Hello?
Emily, I don't care what you have going on. You can't just flit in and out of Maxine's life as you please.
Good morning, James.
Maxine is hurt. She's confused. She deserves some real answers, okay? No more excuses. She needs you.
Okay. Let me try to shift some things around.
I believe that was the last page.
Congratulations.
Now that you have signed your life away, you can officially start work proper on Kenka.
I've already got interviews lined up. Some very strong potential hires for my engineering team.
Great. Since I'm already working with Kenneth on the GFPH app, can I continue as main liaison for Kenka?
Sure. If there are no objections from Kenneth.
None for sure.
On that note, the GFPH app is ongoing and there's still outstanding deliverables.
Don't worry. Okay, of course. I'm on top of it.
Before we go, you might want to pick up some coffee, water, maybe something with electrolytes. It's a very hot day today. And I also brought additional sunscreen in case anyone needs. It's the best defense against pigmentation and aging.
Is she trying to say that I look very old?
Of course not, Mom. She's trying to say that you will look old unless you use sunscreen.
Celia, you still haven't told us where we're going.
Oh, fine. It was meant to be a surprise, but what the heck. We're going bird watching.
Bird watching?
Well, I remember Jules once mentioned that one of your favorite pastimes is going for walks at the state forest near your place in Australia, and...
Did you tell her?
No.
What's wrong?
Mom loves bird watching too.
Mommy, why are you so quiet? Are you sad?
Well, Mommy said because Daddy has a new girlfriend.
Meet Auntie Ananya.
You see, Daddy fell in love with Auntie Ananya. And when Mommy found out about it, Mommy was really heartbroken.
That's why you didn't want to come back.
Maxine, can you let Daddy talk to Mommy alone for a minute, please? What the hell do you think you're doing? Telling Maxine all that crap?
You're one to talk. You're the one who used emotional blackmail to get me to come and see my daughter.
I am just telling you how Maxine feels. Those are her words, they're not mine.
Just so you know, this is what will happen if you try to pull another stunt like this again.
Where are you going? Huh? Will you come back after almost a year? You don't want to spend time with your daughter, Emily?
Hey, quickly, can you remind me again the 3 flag killing features Kenn-car's gonna have?
Sure. It's the 3 Ps. Pricing, cost savings for users due to a more intelligent matching algorithm. Pooling, a unique carpooling function that allows users to share rides with others to popular drop-off points.
Not those, the last one.
Kenn-car's piece de resistance. Precision. When a user calls for a pickup, a unique OTP is generated, which provides the drivers with the precise location of...
That's it. Oh, damn it.
What's it?
It's the exact same feature that Flag just added to their update.
What? It's exactly the same. How did they...
Kenneth, where did you get the idea for this location thing?
It's impossible. I developed it entirely myself. Coded it from the ground up.
Are you sure?
It was my idea from start to finish. Ananya, Kenka was supposed to be the pioneer case from my proprietary geocoding system. I mean, it was Flag's crappy geolocation which led me to develop this in the first place.
Hello.
I assume you've heard about Flag and their latest update?
Yes, Eunice.
Once again, your friend has played us for fools, Ananya. When will we ever learn?
To be fair, the presentation was before Flag performed the update.
It's Lady Lemon all over again. Kenneth may have made a habit of stealing IPs, but we won't stand for it.
Look, I am sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this.
The board is rescinding the contract.
Just give me some time to figure out what's going on, all right?
Oh, look, there it is again, the black nape oriole.
I see it now. Beautiful, bright yellow plumage.
Yeah, you usually can hear them before you see them here.
Oh yes, they really make a racket.
Cece, I didn't know you knew so much about birds.
My family home, the one I grew up in, was right by the nature reserve. We had so many different types of birds in our garden. Colors, diversity was actually what got me excited about design. Yeah, there's just so much we can learn if we let nature be our teacher.
I feel the same way. Look, is that a bee eater?
I believe so. Oh, such a lovely ombre on its wings.
It's like my entire career is one sick joke after another. First, that Joker Wei Tiang steals all the characters for Lady Lemon from Cookie's Magic Kitchen.
And now it would seem that Flag somehow stole what you were planning for Kenka.
That was my implementation. Okay? Nobody else in the world had done it before me. I did my homework. I'm telling you, someone from that board meeting leaked information somehow.
What would they stand to gain from that?
Unless
what?
the other meeting I had with the potential investors.
The ones that Hawk set up?
I left the room briefly and allowed them to play with the app on my laptop, but still.
Charles will see you now.
Emily really told Maxine that? How dare she?
And she's conveniently incommunicado again. I'm left to pick up the pieces with Maxine.
What did you say?
What did I say? Just tried to reassure her. And I told her the truth, that whatever happened with you is a recent thing, long after Emily was gone.
I hate that she's playing this against Maxine like that.
Emily definitely has her own agenda. I need to protect Maxine no matter what.
Well, this is me.
Good luck.
Kenneth here tells me that you can bear witness to the fact that he's been working on Kenn-car for months.
Of course. As you know, we live together.
So you see, it was Flag that stole my idea, not the other way around.
Well, be that as it may, your precious USB was adopted by your biggest competitor, which so happens to be the market leader. So the way I see it, Kenn-car's dead on arrival.
Wait, so that's it? You're just gonna pull the plug?
You should thank your lucky stars that we're not demanding compensation.
Wait. What if Kenneth can come up with another way to make Kenka better than Flag?
What?
He's done it before. He can do it again. Just give us some time to figure something out.
Okay. I'll allow it. For old time's sake. But only because you asked nicely. Hey, by all means, try, but I do know a fool's errand when I see one. The question is, do you?
You look like crap. You can't see patients in this state. Go home.
It's nice to see you too, Kak. Excuse me for reacting badly to getting dumped by my fiancé.
Have you spoken to him at all?
It's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
Please, I'm not getting involved.
I don't know why he still refuses to reply my messages or return my calls. Maybe he's blocked me.
Go over to the house then. You know, maybe he's too zonked out from his downtime withdrawal to use the phone.
Can you talk to him for me, please? God, he listens to you.
I'm not getting involved, okay? I have a meeting.
It's impossible, Ananya. In all likelihood, Flag will now work perfectly, so there's no point in Kenka even existing.
Come on, you're an ideas man.
Trust me, I would love to give Charles a killer idea, but at this point, I have nothing. I hate to admit it, but Charles is right.
I hate when he's right.
Yeah, I could see that you were irked when he gave you that look just now.
And I hate that I let him get under my skin like that.
Hey, you and James have got a good thing going. Do hell with Charles.
Yeah, well, I wish it was that easy. There's still James and Emily's divorce to deal with. And you can bet that Emily and Charles are gonna do their utmost to give us a hard time.
It's complicated being with the Shelley or a Kwan, huh?
Tell me about it.
Where I live, we have to be so careful about eating outdoors like this. The kookaburras will just come and snatch the food right out of your hands.
Wow, they're bold.
They are a menace, but so adorable. See? Oh, Dios, they're huge. Thank you for a lovely day, Celia. You're very welcome. I'm going to use the washroom.
You did great, Susie.
I hope this shows you how committed I am to making things work for us, Jules.
It means so much to me to see the two most important ladies in my life getting along.
I know I still have plenty of work to do, my own issues to resolve, but I'm willing to do it. In fact, it became more clear to me about a month ago when I actually confronted Ivan.
Ivan?
Yeah, it took so much out of me, but Syirah was the one that gave me the courage to finally stand up to him after all these years for what he did to me. It's okay, Jules, I'm fine now.
You never even told me his name.
Of course I did.
I wanted to know. And you told me to leave it alone, and now you're telling me that you just went through this huge thing and you went to Zaryf for help instead of me?
It's not that I deliberately kept it from you, Jules.
You just didn't think I could handle it, right?
Of course not.
Who else knows about this? Apart from Zara. Let me guess. Derek?
It just slipped out.
That's how little you think of me as your husband.
It's not like that, Jules.
Fact is, you need him more than you need me.
I don't, please.
You deserve someone you can rely on, Cece, okay? And it's obvious that Derek is the one you really want to be with.
No, Jules, can be ridiculous, this is silly.
Let's go, Mom. It was good while it lasted.
Flag updated their app with the exact same features that you're going to put in Kenka. Sway, man.
This isn't just sway, okay? Someone leaked my ideas to Flag. Not just leaked, stole my stuff.
Please, who's so free to go and...
I need the names and contact info of everyone who was at the meeting that you set up.
You have any idea who these people are or not?
Hawk, this is important to me.
I've been helping you all along. With your money, with your app. I stuck my neck out for you. Reach out to Madeline's connection to set up a meeting.
And I'm thankful for that, which is why I'm asking for your help again. Can't you see that?
So you can call these people and accuse them of stealing?
Well, if that's what they really did, then they should be answerable for their actions.
Hey, I can hear you all the way from the entrance. What's going on here?
None of your business. Next time, I won't waste my time trying to help you. Good luck.
So your husband tells you he has a problem with your relationship with me, that he wants to call it quits. And the first thing you do is you come crying to me about it. You see the irony, don't you?
Just tell me what to do, Derek. I don't want to lose him, but I can't afford to lose you.
Lose me?
Do you think it's right, Derek? I mean, who knows, after all these years, the universe may have been pushing us to reunite.
Stop this emotional blabbering. Right, what we had between us is long over. Surely you know that. Quit your moping and go back and talk to your husband. Go give him whatever reassurance he needs and fix your marriage.
I guess I'm just surprised by Hawk's reaction. But now that I think about it, I walked into a meeting not knowing who I was going to pitch to. That must be the most naive guy in the world.
Oh, it doesn't do anything unless he stands to benefit from it in some way.
Yeah, but he was so genuine about helping me, though.
He's a classic example of a fair weather friend.
Oh, yeah. You, him, and Em. Enough said.
You know, I do have some contacts over at Flag.
You do?
I mean, they might not be able to do much, but if you like, I can reach out to them and see if I can find out a little more about the recent app update.
2-month suspension. That's fine, right? At least you still have a job after that.
It's a whole lot of surgeries and case reports that I'm going to be missing out on.
Guess you should have thought about that before getting dependent on that smart drug.
I wasn't dependent.
Yeah. Have you returned Aminah's calls?
Why do you care? You've only warned me about her.
She was only trying to help your career, you know.
You can tell her I have nothing to say to someone who's only interested in me because of my career.
I just can't believe it's over, Mom.
Don't say that. Maybe the two of you just need to talk it out.
She and Derek belong together, and I'm a fool for not seeing it earlier.
She chose you, son.
I mean, just look at him, okay? His magnificent goatee, his shimmery bald head, his glorious dad. How is a guy like me supposed to compete with someone like that?
Maybe it's better this way. Maybe you'll be able to find someone best suited for you.
You already have, Jules. Can we talk?
Just give him some space right now to process through things.
Thanks, Ka.
I didn't think you were going to speak to him.
Last time, I'm doing this. I wouldn't bother contacting him anymore.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one giving up a marriage.
For now. Once his bruised ego heals up, I'm sure he'll come crawling back.
Are you gonna be okay? I know you had a lot riding on Kenka.
Well, it's just one of those things. In life, you gotta roll with the punches, right? In the meantime, it's back to the drawing board, I guess. Hey, that's my 2007 Chateau Francois Bouchard. I was saving them.
I know, but there wasn't any other alcohol in the house, and I figured we could all use a drink.
Yeah, what? Drown our sorrows?
Far from it. Look, it's been a long day for all of us, and I'm sure a little nip will help take the edge off. And who knows? Maybe Francois Bouchard might inspire your next big idea. What do you say?
Let's do it.
To the next Kentastic project.
Ken pie.
Oh.
So, I read about that Jeffrey on the news. How have you been?
Really good, actually. I'm just happy to be able to close that chapter of my life, you know. Focusing on work and our little one.
I'm so glad for you, Ella Bug.
You're doing really well, too. I haven't had the chance to catch up with you since you told me about your showdown with Evan, too.
Honestly, I didn't even think I had it in me.
Are you kidding? You've always been such an inspiration to me.